YouTube was Gucci, man. It's a late night, great night. Hope everybody been having a great day. You dig what I'm saying? It's Pat Brady, Marvelous Bluntz. We in the house. You dig, man? The things I had to do to just get here. I got something to eat. I had some tea, right? So I'm rolling up. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting ready to make this review on The Silence. You know what I'm saying? That's Netflix movie. And so right when I'm about to get on here, I lift up my table that I put my computer on so I can shoot the video. Why the whole tea flips over, flips on my Xbox, on my collectibles, man. My weed fell off the table on the floor, like. But it's all good though. Everybody stay positive, man. Even in wild situations, man. Just stay positive, man. You know what I'm saying? Cause that shit got me good shit. Real loud. But man, I'm gonna get into this marvelous Bluntz. I'm gonna get into this Netflix movie, The Silence, man. I'm gonna start mixing in reviews with shows and movies on Netflix and Hulu. So not only will you get movies that's in theaters, you will also be getting that Netflix Hulu work. You dig what I'm saying? And when Disney Plus come out, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna definitely knock it down. You know what I'm saying? $6.99. I don't know who beating that. You dig? Marvelous Bluntz. You dig? Nah, I'm geeking, but so The Silence, man, it got recommended to me by somebody I care about daily. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's so fucked up that it was trash. It was a Netflix movie. Basically, I watched it today, and I think it's supposed to be a thriller, scary movie. This shit wasn't scary. It wasn't a thriller. I think at this point, Netflix, you know what I'm saying, they just out here for content. You know what I'm saying? They just want stuff to have for content. They just got money to hand out checks. Because I don't know what that was, bruh. I'm not a director, and I'm not gonna take anything from directors, but I guess Netflix is like the new like bootleg, like not all the way done movies, like the not full feature film. They just like straight to DVD. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it seemed like. Like that's what this movie, The Silence, was, straight to freaking DVD. I'm trying to tell you, like, it had no appeal to me at all. But before I get into the ranting of this, man, of this terrible movie, The Silence, man. Endgame next week. Had to lighten up the mood there, but back to the real shit, cause I don't wanna butter y'all butter. You know what I'm saying? I don't wanna butter y'all up. The Silence basically, was a movie about these. Well, I don't know who they were. You know what I'm saying? For real, it was scientists. Like, this movie didn't have a lot of backstory, nothing. Like, for real, like, I didn't know what the fuck was going on. Like, okay, so some scientists went down. They just opened up. They climbed down to a hole. I don't know what the fuck they was looking for. They opened the hole. These monsters come out. Cool. I'm like, all right, bet. So apparently the monsters only attack when they hear noise. They gotta do better than this. So basically, it's this deaf family, and they're not a deaf family. The daughter is deaf. She's the main character, Riley, and they basically, their family, like, they talk to each other like basically like sign language, because she's deaf. But it was weird. She could talk super clear, like super clear. And sometimes even the movie, like, they wasn't. I don't think this was a mistake. I think sometimes in the movie she'll be talking regular, and they don't be doing sign language. I'm like, I thought she was deaf. Man, it was so much wild shit in this movie, for real. But basically, they just had to stay alive the whole movie. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't really no suspense or anything. Not like that's really it. Like, they had to stay alive the whole time, not make noise, just be silent. You know what I'm saying? But the thing that's crazy, cause I'm gonna get right into it. The thing that's crazy about this movie is the fact that no wait, let me say what I like about it. One thing I did like is the fact that, you know what I'm saying, the deaf thing, like, you know, that her being deaf and the family like actually communicating, like I like the aspect of that. Like it's a different thing to the character, like the character being deaf, you know what I'm saying, when you gotta be quiet. So I thought that was cool. The only thing I thought was cool in the movie, man, I'm telling you, it was like it didn't even make sense, bro. Like Netflix movies, they've been having this trend where like you think it's gonna be something, but then like the movie goes a certain way, and then you like, all right, like you expected it, like you already expected it. You know what I'm saying? Another thing I like was at the end when, okay, so these random people out of nowhere, there was no timeline or nothing. So these random people, like these priests, this group of people, was trying to kidnap the daughter because she was fertile. I'm like, bruh, what type of shit is y'all smoking that in 2 days, these little things in the sky, these monsters, that made y'all start a cult? Like, bruh, y'all tripping that hard? Like, it was just weird. So they threw these cell phones and just called them. And they were ringing, and the monsters were trying to break into the house on some wild shit. That was tight, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, these people came literally at the end. They had no significance to the monster, nothing. They just wanted the deaf daughter. They wanted Ollie. Man, all this could have been avoided, dog. This whole movie could have been avoided. Literally, the radio and the news people said, do not leave your home. They leave the home. Why the fuck y'all didn't just stay in the house? If you just gotta be silent, why don't you stay in the house? The monsters can't come in your house. And that's the thing I thought. I thought they could come into your house. No, the monsters only attack when they heard sound. And they'll pick and choose, like, they'll hear sound, but they can't see, so they attack the sound, but they don't attack anything else around it. They just attack the sound. I'm like, stupid, just fuck my idea up. Then the monsters, they were like Spanish walls. I was just like, yo, y'all just trying to just do anything. The actors wasn't really connected to the film. It was just like, yeah, a quick Netflix movie, just like a little bootleg movie that somebody just shot. But shout out to them, because if you achieve anything, that's something, you know. I'm gonna go back into what I hate, man. I hate the whole family, from Ali to the father to the mother to the grandmother to the son. It was just so cheesy and so cringy, man. The father wasn't even the fucking leader. Like, he was just doing whatever, doing anything. Like, and he was like a nerd ass nigga, so he was just like going with anything, like anything. He just looked like he wasn't confident. Maybe it was just the actor, but whoever was this dude playing his role didn't seem confident in nothing he did. I'm like, bro, this is your family. Why are you leading? It's like I said, when they said stay in the house, why the fuck did they leave the house, bro? He literally put his deaf daughter and his whole family in danger constantly through the movie. Why would y'all leave the house when they said don't? Okay, cool. The little fake uncle, his best friend and shit, they following him. They like, all right, we about to leave. They literally say, do not go off course, just follow the highway. Don't go, like, you know what I'm saying, like flee or whatever. I already cracked my neck. When I say they real live just stepped off, like when the radio said don't, they go off into the woods. They're literally racing for no reason. Nobody's chasing them. No, nobody's chasing them. No monsters, nothing. They were told and instructed, do not get off the road and try to flee. They flee. They're driving. The best friend does a quadruple flip out of nowhere because some deer came out. He falls to under the car, trapped in front, under the car. Come on, bro. The shooter is under the car. He's literally down in the first 20 minutes. The shooter is down. This nigga had to threaten him with a gun just for him to go away. Real live. He was like, leave me, man. Just go. They're going to come. Anyway, I'm like, if you're not making noise, why would the monsters show up? Like, y'all not making sense. Like, are the monsters gonna just get you? Like, he's like, they're gonna get me. Like, don't leave me here. The monsters get you. If you silent, they ain't gonna get you. Literally, they were not listening to no instructions the whole movie. So I didn't understand that shit. But you know what I'm saying? He ends up having to sacrifice himself in order to, you know what I'm saying, for them to get away. The grandma had to went ham at one point. She had to sacrifice himself. They were just doing a bunch of dumb shit after dumb shit for nothing. Allie, the main character, the deaf girl, had this weird relationship with this dude named Rob who was still there. And remember, everything was supposed to be silent. So he stayed, you know what I'm saying, behind. His house getting torn down, like they killed my parents. I'm like, bro, if y'all know to be quiet, how are people dying, Slim? They don't even, and the monsters didn't even attack unless they heard sound. They were just flying around in the air. So they was going outside making moves. They just were like, I'm like, bruh, they made it seem like the monsters was gonna just attack at any time. No, not the case. Man. So they didn't follow instructions, and they just kept running into the monster shit. Then there was no timeline. Like, even when it got to the end, when they went to the refugee place, they beat everything. They beat, like, the people who tried to steal the girl. They ended up fighting. Ended up, like, the father ended up growing a beard. Like, you don't know how long went past. They were just on the road. You don't know what went past. They didn't have no dates. They just made it to the refugees place, and Allie's boyfriend was still alive. But they somehow made it, but she didn't have no Wi-Fi, so that's how she was talking to him when he said he was dead. She didn't find out he was already dead till she was there on the way. So why the fuck? Why the fuck? And how the fuck did they make it to the refugee place? With no info. Come on, Netflix, stop it. Come on, man. This is why Disney Plus gonna take everything. They're gonna wreck Netflix because that's crazy. Like, that content, y'all just putting out anything. Like, they didn't make sense. It was just a bunch of stuff that didn't make sense for 1 hour and 30 minutes. So like I said, it ends. You don't know how long stuff passed. They got new clothes. You don't know how they got clothes. Nothing like that. We don't know where they went. How they got any help. What was the plan? Nothing. Nothing at all. You know what I'm saying? Then they found out that monsters hate women. I'm like, how did it go from summer to winter? Like, y'all was walking that long. They didn't even show that like 2 years later. Nothing. Y'all was walking to winter and the monsters hadn't killed y'all by then. And y'all walked to the point where your father had a beard. It should have been dead, bro. It's real live. So that's how I said this movie was clearly created for content. It didn't make any sense whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? They try to play off the deaf thing, like her being deaf, you know what I'm saying? They tried that, you know what I'm saying? But it didn't work. You know, it didn't keep me long enough. Like, even from the beginning when she was getting bullied. Who is bullying a deaf person? That's what we at. That's what we at. Movies. Did you think that people would really be bullying a deaf person? Come on, Netflix, stop it. Shit was shit. This shit was shit-ass-tastic. It was shit. Like, it was nothing fantastic. It was shit-tastic. Like, real loud. This movie was fucking terrible. Suspenseful. And I don't even like scary movies. You know what I'm saying? Because I actually be getting scared of them joints. So, I ain't a scary movie fan. I watch them just to be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? But this shit wasn't scary. I was chilling the whole time. Like, if I didn't want to watch this movie to do a review on it, I promise you, I would have been on my phone doing something completely different. I'm gonna get this movie a fat ass. Fat ass D. A fat ass D. I'm gonna give it a D because, like I said, the movie barely held my attention. It went all track from what they were trying to do, and you never knew what they were trying to do or why. And there was no backstories, there's nothing like that. I just watched the movie with them just basically making moves. Like, that's what it seemed like. I don't want to watch that shit. You gotta give me better content, Netflix, man. I get a fat ass D. You lucky you didn't get an F, but they was deaf, so I gave them that grade. You did. But man, I do not recommend The Silence on Netflix, but if you want to check it out, man. It's Pat Brady, Marvelous Bluntz, man. You did. I'm gone.